Apps for Health is our event today. It's a showcase of the amazing work that's going on in digital health here in Canada and abroad, with our theme this year being Global Perspectives. It's a chance to celebrate the progress that we've made and the promise that is still to come from applying technology into healthcare, and we know that there's tremendous potential there. And here at MEDIC, which is our digital health applied research center, we partner with the small, the large, the new, the established, and the local and the global agencies that are trying to drive change in healthcare by using technology. And you're all a part of that, and thank you for coming today to participate.
So we're very honored to be designated a Premier Academic Initiative Partner, and we're honored to have Dr. Patton with us here this morning. Dr. Patton is a clinical psychologist with more than 20 years experience in the behavioral health industry. She spent much of that time directing large interdisciplinary teams and managing large-scale budgets in the areas of behavioral health sciences, research, evaluation, and technical assistance.
But when it comes to healthcare, our systems are often siloed. We don't have good communication between a variety of providers, and certainly in the U.S. and other countries, a lot of that service delivery is very much siloed. And so a person may come in presenting with a single health complaint, but have a multitude of issues going on that don't get assessed for, don't get treated, or get assessed for and treated by a variety of providers who don't have an awareness of what the other providers are bringing to the table. Again, we know that most of this information that could help us in delivering better care, that could help us in addressing the whole person, exists outside of medical systems. And even if physicians or medical professionals want to have access to that or have the time to have access to that, they simply don't, right? It's just not, there aren't enough hours in the day to tackle these myriad issues coming before the medical professionals who are trying to assist high risk or clients in crisis. So the volume of data, we don't know about the quality of a lot of the data that's out there, right? And again, this is related to the exogenous factors. So these are the things not in the medical record. These are the things that we know about an individual and can help us better pinpoint care and develop better interventions earlier in the disease process that we mostly don't have access to. Or again, we don't know what the level of quality of that data. And it happens quickly. That data comes in quickly. It needs to be pulled quickly. We know if we intervene earlier, we get to the root of the problem earlier, we can move quicker. We know that sometimes that pre-disaster level of functioning is not something any of us would want to be at, right? And so that was one of the issues that our staff had in going into these situations, is they were really charged with returning communities to a level of functioning that may not have been acceptable in a lot of ways. And so what ended up happening to a large degree is that the supports, the services that we were able to put into place, we were able to address some of the social ills that we encountered. We were able to help develop some better systems and strategies for moving forward, and we hope to leave those communities in a better place.
Atif Chowtai is the Chief Technologist for North American Healthcare at Red Hat. He strategizes with the healthcare and life sciences customers, implementing new initiatives, driving efficiencies in the healthcare system. He's also the customer champion for emerging standards, which is a world that I'm also deeply involved in, and technology and healthcare. And prior to Red Hat, he held roles as CTO of other organizations such as TIBCO and Axway, and has worked with the National Institutes of Health as well.
Additionally, there's also a push for providing remote monitoring of patients. So with technologies like Apple Watch, Fitbits, and some Bluetooth readers that are out there in the market, you are able to now collect health information and share that back with the providers. So these are some of the drivers that are affecting and incenting the continuous patient care, improving patient outcome, population health management, and precision medicine. So I'm sure you guys have heard the term digital transformation. So in my opinion, healthcare is going through what I call value transformation. It's basically transforming how we do business to drive better value and increase the perceived value of the functionality and the capability that we are delivering through the healthcare system. Open source is all about rapid innovation. There's an idea of folks coming from different backgrounds, coming together, working on a common problem, providing a different view onto the same problem, and the idea is that the result should be better. And we have countless studies that diversity and capability as such always results in a better product.
Here at Mohawk, we build strong connections with partners that we work with, the communities we serve, and the students we educate. And Apps for Health delivers on all three fronts.